It's about 7 a.m. in the morning. We just woke up and we're gonna go and take a look at these wells and meet some of the people and see how it's affecting their lives.
Here's the monastery right next to Philip's house that we normally go and get the monk to do the blessings for the wells. It's very cool. We're headed up to the first well.
Shane, why are the houses raised like this?
That's a good question. So, the poorer the family, normally the lower the house is. You see, this is the old house. This is the house that they lived in for many, many years. And I'm sure they saved money to where this is like their dream home now. This home, the grandmother probably lives there now. You see the outdoor kitchen and everything. And people always ask, why do they raise the house? Simply because it keeps all the snakes and the rats and all from getting in the house. But it's a double-edged sword. It's so hot in these houses, especially the poorer ones that have tin, that they basically drag everything underneath the house anyway. If you look back here, this is the original house, and this is Cambodian kitchen at its finest. Every Cambodian house will have a little burner like this. It's all sticks, and this is what they cook their food with. The staple of Cambodia food is rice. Every family will eat nothing but rice normally. A little bit of meat here and there on a special occasion, but mostly just vegetables. And sometimes the very poor families, just rice, no vegetables at all. So 70 cents a day is what they make in the rice fields. It's very poor, so just having fresh water is a huge thing.
You man? Bong say you man, bong say chị.
Nhầm xe Bombay.
48. So if she don't mind me asking, what did she do during Pol Pot's time? Was she in a camp?
ជំនាន់ Pol Pot បងនៅណា
Nhầm cầm maឲ្យកាប់ណែកន្ទៀងបាយខេតកន្ទៀងខេតយើងអាចគូ
រស់នៅណាខេតនេះដែរ
ចាហ្នឹងគូបន្ត្រកយើង
she live here.
Live here.
Yeah.
Did she lose any family?
មានជាបងប្អូនម្នាក់ត្រូវ Pol Pot ស្លាប់
បងប្អូនខ្ញុំនៅទីទូចទេ
មានណាស្លាប់ទេ
អត់ទេ
because all
បងប្រុសខ្ញុំ51
all their relatives were young, so
Very young.
yeah,
So everybody survived?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
lucky.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
ចាចា
So what was she saying all about Pol Pot?
So, the history of Cambodia from 75 to 79, was a dictator named Pol Pot that executed basically half the population here. So anybody that's 45, 50 years old, we ask them, who did you lose? What happened during the time? The labor camps, and everybody was basically in a labor camp if you weren't killed. Most of them ate 1 teaspoon of rice in the morning and 1 teaspoon of rice at night. And she said the only reason she survived that was because she was so small. She said she still almost died, but it was enough food to sustain her to basically live. So, incredible.
Hi. Hello.
So this guy survived the Khmer Rouge with like 2 teaspoons of rice a day, and then once that was overthrown, he got sick with polio. No medicine, so he almost died after all of that. But he said he's grateful to be able to walk around. Yeah.
ចុះផ្លាកមុនទៅណាពូផ្លាកមកខ្ញុំមុន
ប្រដាច់ភ្លើងទៀតសូម
He said hard, no water is very hard. He got a hard life, got a tough life with no water. So thank you for donating.
Well, I was standing with this guy, and he's the guy that had polio, and I had my hand around his, and he took my hand over and wanted to hold it. And it was just a very emotional thing. I just felt that he wanted the bond of that. He said his life here is so hot. These 10 houses are just extremely hot. And he survived the Khmer Rouge, then he got polio, and just compassion. He's giving compassion to us. And it's just an incredible thing. Incredible.
I'm go boy. Mình đang đầu tất. He asking for 2 cows.
2 cows.
I told him we have no cow. We have only water well for him.
That blew me away. There he is, survived the Khmer Rouge, then got polio. We show up from nowhere, and he gives us compassion. It's beautiful. It's Cambodian people. It's amazing. That's why we fly 40 hours each way over and over and over. this is the end of our trip. We basically built 22 water wells on this trip, and we were very, very lucky to have our good friend Katie and Chris Timmons from the United States, and we just want to do a little wrap up here. So guys, Chris, you've been here with me before, one time about 10 years ago, I think. And Katie, your very first time in Cambodia. Tell me what you guys think.
I'm a little overwhelmed today, opening all the wells, but the people are amazing. I'm so grateful to be here.
I think just the emotion, there's so much to walking around and just being with the families that are receiving their wells that were built maybe yesterday or the day before, and to kind of see the expressions on their faces is fun, but at the same time kind of you realize that wow, their lives have just changed for the better 100%. They've just turned it around, and that's an amazing thing to kind of be part of.
Yeah, it's incredible, number one, to come here and see the change, to see gardens springing up and all from the water. But the crazy thing about that is we come here because we want to help the people, and then we come donate the water and all that. But then their compassion changes us.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, I get chills talking about just the compassion of the Cambodian people. And it's not that because they're giving compassion because, hey, you changed my life with water. It's just who they are.
Right.
And you feel that, you know, when you came here. I know you guys felt that, right?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Seeing the
just-
baby get the bath today was pretty incredible.
Yeah,
to know
probably the
he has
baby's
clean
first
water.
bath and clean water. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's an
And,
amazing thing
and
to
in
see.
the U.S., you know, we turn a faucet and we have fresh water. People don't really realize. I know when I first told you guys what we were doing here, most people don't believe that these people drink and bathe out of stagnant pond water. You guys have seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of meet the people who are getting the wells, and there's no kind of cynicism on their part, or they're not looking at us kind of like, what are you guys doing here? It's like they're genuinely kind of pleased to see us and genuinely compassionate towards us, and that kind of reverberates back to them. And so to kind of be just in that energy all day, it was just an incredible thing. So.
Yeah, you know, people ask me all the time why Cambodia, and there's many reasons why we come back here, but you know, the feeling you have, I start crying. That's why we come back. That's why we fly 26 hours over here, 26 hours back. We've done over 825 wells now, and a lot of people say, "But don't you get a little burned up?" Absolutely not.
All of it's
Every
worth it.
single one
And-
is
and-
worth it. The last thing is we want to wrap it up with, you know, we know water's precious, but to know these guys right here, because of the Timmons, because of Gabriel Foundation, because of all of our donors, this little girl can grow up keeping her body clean. This little boy can always learn to brush his teeth. This little guy can, the mom doesn't have to worry about, is he gonna drink stagnant water and pass away from all the bad stuff, bacteria in the water. Their lives are changed instantly from a donation, and it's hard to even fathom that until you come. I would like to definitely thank the Gabriel Foundation, Mike and all the guys there. That's a crazy story how I met you guys, but you guys have built 100 wells this year, saving lives of, that alone is going to save, that's water for probably almost 3,000 people right there. We can't thank you enough. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless
We love
everyone.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much, Gabriel Foundation.
Thank you.